Hey guys, Ray from loveyourrv.com back with you again. We just completed our 2016 snowbird adventures down south and are back up here in Vancouver Island, so I'm getting busy with some upgrades to the RV. First thing I'm going to do is install this thing. It's called a HepVo valve. Pretty cool. Anyway, what it's going to replace is the standard P-trap that sits underneath my kitchen sink, and also it'll get rid of the what they call the anti-siphon vent trap device and some extra piping. I'll be able to install this simple device in place of it. So that has a number of features. Because it's waterless, unlike a P-trap which has to have water in it to keep the stinky odors from the tank coming up into your RV. This one is waterless, has a little rubber kind of flap inside. So by installing this, I won't have to worry about evaporation of water, or if it kind of gets flushed out of there while we're driving, I won't get the stinky gray tank odors back in my rig. So let's pop this apart and see what it looks like. Okay, there we be. So if you look inside there, you see kind of a rubber membrane, and it's kind of like a one-way check valve, so water can pour through there, go through the tube, and on the other end you see how it's closed. Well, it'll let the water through, and as soon as the water's gone, it'll seal back up and won't let the nasty air back up. So you can mount it a couple ways. It can actually be mounted horizontally, or like I'm going to mount it vertically. So it comes with a few adapters here. This is one of the mounts for mounting vertically. If you're going to mount it horizontally, you'll need, something like an elbow like that. So yeah, pretty neat little device, and it comes with you don't have to glue anything. It looks like it's got some gaskets in there. Seal it up. Just screws on. Right on. So I'll show you what I'm replacing under my sink with this baby. So this is the area under my kitchen sink in my Cougar fifth wheel, and you can see that's the P-trap there. Comes over the two sinks, feed in there into the P-trap, over and down into the tank there. So on the top of here, I don't know if you've seen a previous video or blog post I did on that. That's they call it the anti-siphon trap vent device there. So I won't need that because the HepVo valve does that job too. Don't need the secondary vent. So I'll be able to get rid of that. I'll be able to get rid of this. Now I could mount this horizontal like that, but I'm actually going to cut a piece of pipe down here and mount it down here. And then I'll just be able to have an elbow there, come over here, and an elbow there. So I picked up a few parts at the plumbing store. It's like $1.50 each. Yeah, so I'll have that elbow coming down, and another elbow that way. I'll need to glue those together with some ABS glue, and also need a little bit of sandpaper. So I'm going to cut some of the piping with a hacksaw, so there'll be a little bit of ragged ends to smooth out. Also, I wasn't sure when I looked at this. This is all 1.5 inch pipe, but to me this looked like it could be 1.25 inch, so I just picked myself up a little adapter just in case that is 1.25 inch there, and I might need that to adapt things. Okay, so let's get to work. I think first thing I'll do is cut that pipe and put the HepVo right in there. Okay, I think I've hit a snag here. I think I did a kind of a bonehead move, and I already cut this pipe. This says 1.5 inch on it, and this says for HepVo for 1.5 inch, and then this pipe says hit 1.5 inch, but this pipe is much thicker and isn't going to fit into my HepVo. It's designed for this pipe, so I've had to go and get some adapter collars so that I can bring the fat pipe down to a thin pipe on each end. It's never as easy as it looks, especially with RV plumbing. Okay, well, let's see what I can do. I'm sure I can figure it out. Might just take a few extra pieces. Okay, job completed. So you see it's a lot cleaner in there. I'm going to have a little bit of extra space. I got rid of the stack that was there with the anti-siphon. So I think I can probably make some kind of cubbyhole shelving arrangement here for extra storage. Also down here I have a little more height than I did before. Yeah, I like that. Unfortunately, it took a little bit of extra extra shopping to get all the right doodads along here to make it work out right. It's kind of a snag, that larger size piping down there. I had to go and get a special collar for that so that I could adapt it to fit the HepVo. And at the top too, I had to do a little bit of messing around. I think, you know, if it would have been a lot easier if I had just came down with the original plumbing and just probably been able to screw the HepVo in horizontal like that. They also can be mounted straight down like that, but it would have lost a lot of space. So you want to really check your piping before you install, so before you cut. But it worked out good for me. I don't know why they make the RV plumbing not very standard. When I was at the plumbing supply place, they were a little perplexed by the sizing of this black plastic plumbing here. Not really the standard house sizing. But maybe that's because I'm in Canada, I don't know. Maybe it's a little different in the States, maybe that's a little more common, or maybe like a lot of other things it's only RV and marine type plumbing. So let's give her a test, see if she works, see if we have any leaks going on. Okay, so we've put some water in the sink and we're going to do a test. This is my nephew Kyan. Hi. And he's going to help me out on the video. He's just been itching to get in a Love Your RV video, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, so he's going to pull the water and we'll see if we got any leaks. Okay, go. Looks good. Looks good. No leaks. How'd the water come out? Is it gone?
Uh-huh. There's some bits of it like it usually.
There we go. Good job.
I think I'm going to put this back in.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Good job. Thumbs up. Actually, that might make a perfect location for beagle storage. That's your new house. Oh yeah, that'll be ideal. Hey? No! Okay, there we go. Nice little mod upgrade done to the rig. Quite pleased with that. Looks a lot cleaner than the mess that was in there before. And I got some extra storage space. I picked up that HepVo valve at a place called Drainmaster in Hollister when I was passing through there. You can look them up at drainmaster.com, and they have all sorts of parts for RV and sewer stuff. There's actually some good advice on the site too about dumping your holding tanks and stuff, so check that out if you want. Anyway, that's one mod down. I have some more to come, especially in the sewer realm. I'm looking at taking my Wastemaster hose that I got last year and figuring out a permanent storage solution for it, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, this is Ray from loveyourrv.com. Cheers!